Hey there YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to take a look at this. What's in this box at least? Oh man, that messes up my focus there real quick. Anyway, maybe I'll put my hand on it, it'll focus a little bit better. Anyway, kind of an odd video, and we're going to take a look at this. I'm not going to have it in the shot because the camera doesn't like that odd white object. I might unbox it and you'll think, man, that's silly, but other people might find this useful information. It is a pretty simple, probably the most simple networking product, but it's kind of surprising how many people don't know about these. So let me go ahead and unbox this. It is a TrendNet switch, and if you don't know what a switch is, I'm not talking about a light switch or something like that. I'm talking about a network switch. This is kind of a older one that I picked up today. Somebody was throwing it away. But I want to go over it and talk about it real quick and talk about how important it is to own one if you don't own one. So in the package here, you get a little power brick that's in here. And I'll unbox that quickly. Just a little lame looking power brick. And you get some rubber kind of like cutout feet, and we'll get into that in a second. And then you get this, which is the actual switch. And you might have seen these before in an office or something like that, but you might not know what it is, or you're not the most tech savvy person. And this is referred to as a network switch. It's by TrendNet. On this side, it has 8 Ethernet ports, power, which we saw a second ago. It's got some holes on the side just to exhaust a little bit of air, because this product, it does generate a little bit of heat. And then here on the front, we have that it's a fast Ethernet switch. That's the model number, TrendNet's logo, power, if it's on or not, and then each of the ports, 1 through 8, has their own activity and link light, which we'll get into in a second. And then if it is achieving that speed. So why would you need one of these is the question. And then on the bottom you got your little FCC information, and then if you want to hang this on a wall, something like that, or you can put the little rubber feet on. I'll put those on while we're talking. So why would I need one of these, Pat, is the question you might be asking. Or maybe you've already clicked away from this video because, like, oh man, everybody knows what a switch is. Come on, that's like the most basic network product, and it is. But it's kind of surprising how many people don't know about these. So you just put these little rubber feet on here. Very simple. They just are cut out of that, so it doesn't scratch your desktop surface or something like that wherever you decide to put these. And in I guess as simply as I can explain this, this switch here functions kind of like an extension cord. You have a power strip where you plug it into one outlet, and it gives you 6 more outlets. So you sacrifice one outlet, but you get 6 more. This does almost exactly the same thing. So there's 2 ways to connect to the internet: wired and wireless. Wirelessly, you can connect on your smartphones through your 3G and 4G and 2G cell signal, and then there's Wi-Fi, which you can connect to. All our laptops and tablets and other things have that. But if you have a desktop computer or a laptop, you will probably have one of these ports on the back of your computer, or on the side of your laptop, or something like that, and that will allow you to hard connect a internet cable to that device. And it's always preferred to use one of these hardwired connections, because it is always twice as fast and many more times reliable. Wi-Fi tends to drop out, or signal strength isn't that strong. If you're using the Ethernet wire as a wired connection, you will always have a wonderful, very reliable signal, provided that you don't have garbage network equipment. And it's always much more faster and resilient than Wi-Fi. But the problem is, let's say you're in an office like mine where you have 8,000 freaking computers. and you already have a million smartphones and Xboxes and a whole bunch of other stuff on your Wi-Fi, it's always good to start connecting your devices through a wire. Let me see if I can pull one of those out, by the way, over here in my laptop. See if I can drag it into the camera here so you might be able to see it. That is the wire I'm talking about. And that will plug into this and allow us to get a little bit more internet out of that. So maybe I have another one over here. Let me see if I can get this one out. You should know what this is, but maybe you're really not tech savvy and that's why you're watching this video, and that's fine. I don't have to always attract all the geeky guys. So that's your Ethernet cable. As simple as it may be, I hope you recognize one of these. And you connect this to your laptop or computer. Obviously tablets and smartphones won't have a big honking port on it like this to be able to use that wired connection, but desktops and laptops, if it's sitting there like a desktop or it's sitting there like a laptop and you don't really move it around as mobile as you'd like to be, you might want to pick up one of these, because maybe you have one of these either in your dorm room or apartment or something like that, but you only have one of these little ports on your wall, so you could only technically connect one device. Well, this is that extension cord like I had mentioned. You have your incoming line from maybe your router or your wall jack. Plug that in, and now this is the incoming internet line, which will feed the rest of the switch. This is the power, for example, when you plug in a 4 or 5 or 10 port or 50 port extension power strip, and then now the remaining 7 of these I can use to plug in my laptop or my Bitcoin miner or my Mac laptop or my desktop down here or whatever I have in here. I can plug that in, and then it will have that nice, fast, reliable internet connection, rather than putting everything on the Wi-Fi and bogging down your Wi-Fi connection, because unlike a switch, everything is kind of evenly distributed amongst this, and it's smart enough to give more network to more devices or less internet to other devices that aren't using them. Wi-Fi does the same thing. If you need more internet bandwidth, it will give you more. If you're downloading a whole bunch of stuff or uploading a YouTube video, for example, your computer will consume more internet bandwidth, and you'll get as much as you need, rather than my laptop that's sitting here. I'm not even using it right now. It's not consuming any internet bandwidth, even though it is connected. So that's maybe for another day. But either way, if you're interested in picking up one of these, they're cheap. They range from $30 to $3,000 if you get into commercial applications. But these are about 40 bucks. And very simply, you plug power in. This would come from a router or a modem or a piece of network equipment, or like a little wall jack or something in your dorm. You plug that in. That will light up the rest of the switch here. And then you can plug all your other devices into that, and then you'll all be using the fastest possible internet, especially if you're in a corner of your house where Wi-Fi strength is not great. And then these will light up accordingly. Power, obviously, if it's on or not, and then what port. I'm plugged into port 8 back here, so this would light up every time I'm utilizing that internet connection, and it'll blink. It's pretty simple. It really is very simple, but a quintessential networking product. But a lot of people might think this video is silly because it's Pat, of course I know what a network switch is. That's like the most basic networking product you can find. But I have been surprised with how many people that I meet that need one of these in their house to improve their experience on the internet. So hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know. Thumbs up if it's good, thumbs down if it's stupid and silly and maybe unnecessary. Also let me know if you like this kind of top-down view, rather than you see me and I kind of Vanna White show off the product. So let me know. I appreciate your feedback, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Thank you.